Hello, welcome to another lesson. We want to look at organizational learning, and I would want to share my screen with you. Right, so at the end of the lesson, we'll be able to explain organizational learning and theory of organizational learning, describe adult learners, and also discuss at least 5 theories of learning, organizational learning. Now, organizational learning happens to be a process by which an organization improves itself over time through gaining experience and applying that experience to be able to create their own knowledge. So from time to time, organizations are expected to create a certain knowledge that they will use to develop themselves, to build themselves. And this is what we say organizational learning. Now, there's a theory in literature called theory of organizational learning. And those of you who will be doing your project in learning and development may want to use that theory. Now, it talks about the fact that every organization should develop a culture that rewards knowledge sharing. Okay, and from time to time, the failures that you have, you should learn lessons from them. Allow individuals and teams to challenge the status quo. Don't be rigid. These are the theory, these are the assumptions of this theory of organizational learning. Now, the importance of organizational learning are a lot, but you can mention a few. It says that increased employee job satisfaction, lower turnover rates. People don't just leave the organization anyhow, increased productivity, and then also developing leaders at all levels, enhanced adaptability throughout the organization. These are some of the benefits, okay? So we're talking about adult learning theories. There are several adult learning theories, and because you'll be training adults in your organization, you would want to pay attention to adult learning theories to be able to get the impact that you want to get from your trainings, right? So the characteristics of adult learners, because everyone in your organization is an adult, definitely, their characteristics include motivation in the fact that at every point in time, adults are internally motivated. They can't, if they don't want to learn, they don't want to learn. There's the readiness should be there, experience. They have a varied experience and they apply these experiences, self-direction and then orientation. These are some of the characteristics, right? So we want to look at a few adult learning theories. First one is andragogy, self-directed learning, transformational learning, experiential learning, project-based learning, action learning, behaviorism, cognitivism, constructivism, and then social learning theory. Right, so we'll just look at andragogy in detail because andragogy covers almost everything that we want to say about adult learning. And it means that all the learnings done by adults can be classified as andragogy. When you are, how children learn, study, and all that is known as pedagogy. But here, you're talking about adults, okay? And it was propounded by Malcolm Knowles. And he says that adults have to be intrinsically motivated. As a person matures, the motivation to learn is internal. It's no longer external. You don't give adults toffee to get them to sit and learn, to get them to go through life and change their behavior based on experiences. No, it's a matter of they being ready to change their experiences. So they being internally motivated to change. And then the experiences that they have, there are a lot. People go through a lot of things, and this increases their resources for learning. Self-concept. As a person matures, his or her self-concept moves from one of being a dependent personality towards one of being a self-directed human being. So they no longer depend fully on the tutor, the trainer. They depend on themselves for most of the things that they want to learn. Now, problem orientation. As a person matures, his or her time perspective changes from one of postponing application of knowledge to immediacy of application. So from time to time now, there and then, when they learn, they want to do it because it's actually something that is of real essence to them. that they learn, so they want to apply it. So unlike when we were kids, you learn about climate change, you don't care, you don't do anything about it. Now when as an adult, when you learn about climate change, you are problem oriented. You want to solve a problem, so immediately you go back from wherever you have studied that, you want to apply it, you want to do something to support climate, I mean the good climate that we all seek for. So at once the elderly or the adults would want to apply, right? And then you talk about the readiness. Your readiness increases, okay, in terms of learning. And that these are some of the assumptions of adult learners. That's andragogy, all right? And then we'll look quickly at a few of them, maybe two of them, and then we go self-directed learning. In self-directed learning, you are able to say, I will communicate with my instructors. I will seek feedback. So it's all about you, the person. You feel that, okay, you are able to evaluate your learning, assess your readiness to learn, self-learning goals, and then engage in learning process. So at every time, it's about you. Even without the instructor, you still can do more. Even without the lecturer, you still can do more. You say, I am organized, I'm self-disciplined, able to communicate effectively. You say, I know where I am, I know where I want to go, how I want to get there. So at every point in time, it is about you, the learner. That is a self-directed learning. Great. Now you look at transformational learning. It's all about being able to change things. So you don't just learn for learning's sake, but you're able to disorient dilemmas, issues around you. You're able to disorient them, make them, you break them down, and then you try to critically assess, okay, and as examine assumptions. And then you move to acquisition of new knowledge and implementation of plans, and then you explore options and plans. So at this level in the transformational learning, everything you're doing is geared towards bringing up a change, okay, in your life as a person. There are lots of things that you've learned even in this course, and I believe that from time to time you are using these things to change certain things around. Great. So thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.